Hi, I'm Ian Lees, and you're listening to Scottish Shindig with Andy Phillip on Radio GH.
The Scottish Shindig, the best in Scottish dance music and song.
Well, hello and a very warm welcome. It's Andy standing in for Ewan, and it's Sunday. Time for the Sunday Shindig. Scottish Shindig on a Sunday. Sit back, relax and enjoy the next hour of great music and song. And to get us off to a great start, here's Raymond Chuchuk and his Scottish dance band from the album Raising the Bar. Take your partners on the floor for a Gay Gordons. Well, getting us off to a great start, Raymond Chuchuk and his Scottish dance band from an album called Raising the Bar. That was, of course, Gay Gordons, and it's great to see so many of you tuned in tonight, and I hope you're all well, had a great week, and we'll have some great music for the next hour. Take your partners, stay on the dance floor for a military two-step. This time's from Colin Dewar and from an album Thanks for the Music. Well, a great sound from Colin Dewar and his Scottish dance band, and that was from an album called Thanks for the Music, and of course was a set for our military two-step. Well, we'll ease the pace back slightly, give you a chance to get your breath back, but stay on the floor with your partner for a Gaelic waltz, this time coming from the Riverside Ceilidh Band from their album Horses for Courses. And it would help if I had picked the right bit to click, but here we go. Lovely set of Gaelic waltzes there from the Riverside Ceilidh Band from their album Horses for Courses. Well, time for a wee song, this time coming from Bill Torrance from his album Inch Lagging, that well-known Scottish song Annie Laurie.
Maxwelton praise her body where early falls the dew, and 'twas there that Annie Laurie gied me her promise true. Give me her promise true, that ne'er forgot will be, and for body and glory I'd let me do indeed. Her brow is like a snowdrift, her neck is like the swan, her hair it is the fairest that e'er the sun shone on, that e'er the sun shone on, and bright blue is her eye, and for body and glory I'd let me do indeed. Like dew on the gowns lying is the fairy for her feet. Like summer breezes sighing, her voice is low and sweet. Her voice is low and sweet, and she's all the heavy, and for body and glory I would let me do indeed.
Well, a lovely arrangement there, and a vocal from Bill Torrance from his album Inchlegging, and that was, of course, Annie Laurie. Well, the next track we'll play for Alec Clark up in Oban. He got in touch to say he likes his music with the West Coast style, and he'd noticed that the slideshow the last couple of weeks had been quite repetitive, and there was nothing we could do about that. The software that we use to stream the videos that basically just save you having to look at either myself or you and give you some scenery of Scotland. We were limited to one set of videos and we couldn't jump between them. For what reason, I don't know. However, we seem to have got it sorted, so I'm purposely trying to pick different ones, and so I'll marry up this track from the West Coast by a West Coast man, Ross McPherson, who I think's from about Connell, which is near Oban, for Alec Clark from Oban, from Ross's album My Own Choice, and some pictures from Stephen Hughes of the Argyll area. So here we go. Hopefully that keeps everybody happy. Well, the great sound of Ross McPherson and his band from the album My Own Choice, and that was, of course, some 2-4 marches from Ross and the guys in the band, especially for Alec Clark. Well, next track, a wee change of instrument and stepping back in time a wee bit to Ron Ganella and his fiddle from an album, The Gow Collections, and here is Ron and the band to give us a set of jigs. Lovely. Step back in time to a recording from Ron Ganella, and that was from an album, The Gow Collections, and that was a set of jigs. Well, a wee change of instrument again, and this time to a late Ayrshire man and a Moothy player by the name of Bobby Tons. Bobby recorded a couple of albums with Derek Hamilton at Brian's Room Recordings, and this is one of them from his album Moothy Memories, and here's Bobby along with Derek to give us Katie Daly and the Rakes of Mallow. Well, I can only imagine it'd be some fun in the making of that album with two great characters having fun in the studio recording that. That was Bobby Tons from his album Moothy Memories, and of course Katie Daly and the Rakes of Mallow. And we'll swing back to the west coast and further up to Robert Nairn and Friends from an album Traditional Original Highland Ceilidh Music. Here they are with A Strip the Willow. Absolutely terrific. That was Robert Nairn and Friends with A Strip the Willow, and great going stuff it was too. Fantastic. Feet wouldn't stop going there. And we'll ease the pace back slightly, but take your partners this time for a Pride of Erin waltz, and we'll head to Perthshire for Peter Bruce from his album Purely Traditional. So here we go with a Pride of Erin waltz. Well, absolutely lovely from Peter Bruce, and from his album Purely Traditional, that was a Pride of Erin waltz. Well, we're about halfway through the programme, and we usually have a wee halfway holiday. And I've got a track here from Roland Cedarmark, and I won't even try and pronounce the name of the album, but it's a great wee track. I've heard it recorded by many, Paddy Neary amongst some, and this version, it's a bit different. It took me a while to realise actually what it was. So in the comments, see who can come up with the title before I tell you the name of it at the end. So here we go, Roland Cedarmark with the first of our wee halfway holiday tracks. Well, I just love the sound of that. That was San Antonio Rose, and well done to those of you who guessed it. I've heard it played more often than not, much more up-tempo with a country feel, so that easy listening kind of swing style there was absolutely lovely. And if Barbara Fisher's tuned in, I'm sure you recognise it straight away, Barbara. I know it's a favourite tune of yours. Well, the next track, it's a continental piece, but we come nearer home to Peter Stewart from up in Perthshire from his album Stewart Blend. And here he is with a continental waltz. I'm sure you'll know it when you hear it. It goes under the title Gracias. Here we go. Or Gracias. Lovely sound there from Peter Stewart. Peter's up about Perthshire, Pitlochry maybe, or Blairgowrie, I can't just remember, but he's up in Perthshire from an album, I think from about 1982, Stewart Blend, and that was a continental waltz called Gracias, something like that. And we'll stay in Perthshire, but this time to the Perth Strathspey and Real Society from their album Cayley Time, and an evergreen track made popular as the theme tune for the long-running STV Scottish music programme Thingamajig. No guesses, it's the Thingamajig Polka. how was that? That was the Perth, Strathspey and Real Society with the Thingamajig Polka, and I'm sure you all remember the programme presented by the Laird of Cookadens himself, Jack McLaughlin, who always liked to tell you to waggle your wallies and many other Scottish phrases. Well, we moved down to Ayrshire again, and this time to three very talented ladies, Shona, Karen and Lorna Leach, who around about 1985 recorded an album under the title Say Fresh and Fair, and they went under the name Rigadoon, and here they are with a great set of reels. Well, a terrific recording there from Rigadoon. That's Shona, Karen and Lorna Leach from round about 1985 from their album Say Fresh and Fair. That was a great set of reels, and what a recording that is. Fantastic. Well, we'll ease it back a wee bit to an evergreen song made famous by a BBC television programme, or being the theme to a BBC television drama. But this time singing it for us is Peter Mallon from his album Scotland's Finest. It is, of course, The Dark Island.
Away to the westward I'm longing to be, where the beauties of heaven unfold by the sea, where the sweet purple heather blooms fragrant and free, on a hilltop high above the dark island. Oh, Isle of my childhood, I'm dreaming the sea breeze that ripples the bay, where the stream joins the ocean and young children play on a strand of pure silver. I'll welcome each day, and I'll roam forevermore the dark island. Oh, I love my childhood, I'm dreaming of thee, as the steamer leaves Oban and passes Tiree. Soon I'll capture the magic that lingers for me, when I'm back once more upon the dark island. Oh, I love my childhood, I'm dreaming of thee, as the steamer leaves Oban and passes Tiree. Soon I'll capture the magic that lingers for me, when I'm back once more upon the dark island. When I'm back once more upon the dark island.
Well, a beautiful arrangement of The Dark Island there, sung by Peter Mallon from his album Scotland's Finest. And a gorgeous version it was too. Well, we'll lift the tempo, and this time we'll head for Andy Kane and his band from the album Tuned In, and take your partners this time for a Canadian band dance. Great sound from Andy Kane and his band from the album Tuned In. That was, of course, a set for a Canadian band dance. Well, a wee change of instrument again. And back to the late Bill Ewan for a lovely track from Bill from his album Bill Ewan's Lockdown Sessions. Here's Bill with that evergreen and very popular composition from, I think, 1902 or 1899, I think I read it was written, Whistling Rufus.
The Scottish Shindig, the best in Scottish dance music and song.
Well, of course, that was Bill Ewan with Whistling Rufus, and lovely to hear Bill playing it again, and what a great tune it is to hear. Well, thanks very much for your company for the last hour. Unbelievably, that takes us up to the last track of the evening. I hope you've enjoyed this week's selection and a wee bit more variety in the videos. As I say, that was beyond our control, but we've hopefully sorted that now. And I'll leave you in the very capable hands of the Pentlands Ceilidh Band to take you out this evening with some jigs from their album Getting Jiggy. I hope you have a great week going forward. Look after yourselves, and until the next time, all the best from me, and here you are with the Pentlands Ceilidh Band.